As we have mentioned throughout the show, today is Juneteenth. It marks the day when the last enslaved people in Galveston, Texas, were told they were free more than 2 years after the Emancipation Proclamation was signed. Now, food is a cultural highlight of the holiday, so we're celebrating meals from Black chefs in restaurants. Across the country, more than 3,000 restaurants and chefs have participated in Black Restaurant Week. And here in New York City, the week coincides with Juneteenth, and many chefs are offering Juneteenth-inspired menus. Jericka Duncan introduces us to one of those chefs for a special edition of our series, The Dish.
It's an unassuming location under the subway tracks on a corner in Brooklyn. But once inside, it becomes a tropical experience.
When you eat my food, you're transported to the islands of the Caribbean.
From the colorful drinks and dishes, even the chef, Hollis Barclay, matches the mood, wearing vibrant clothing when cooking in the kitchen. Making homemade, flavorful Caribbean and Guyanese food.
You'll taste the freshness in every single bite.
She grew up in a house with around a dozen family members in Guyana, where cooking was essential.
Some people would think you own a restaurant, you must be trained, especially when you look at the items on your menu. But you say you got your training from family.
From family members, yes. My aunts, excellent cooks, excellent, world-class cook.
Now, Barclay is bringing that world-class cooking to Bluefin Bar and Grill. Everyone who works in Barclay's kitchen is Guyanese and trained by her to make traditional dishes.
We're known for our spiciness, so we add pepper.
A little red pepper.
Like Guyanese-style fried rice.
This is a Caribbean flavoring.
Oh, it even has that like syrupy look to it. It's heavier.
Yes.
A different taste than I'm used to having with fried rice. And let me try the chicken. Perfect combination.
But Barclay's path was not linear. She followed her mother to the U.S. when she was 19. After earning a college degree in fashion, she worked various jobs.
You know, the entrepreneur spirit kept calling me.
And she answered, opening one of the only Black-owned spas in Brooklyn. Nearly a decade later, when she was ready to try something new, her daughter had an idea.
She said, Mom, why don't you just open up a restaurant?
Yes, she did. My kids, like, my God, they love my cooking.
So in her 50s, Barclay's next chapter began. But the timing could not have been worse, opening just before the pandemic took hold in the U.S. When it did, takeout was the only option.
Are you doing better, like in terms of overall?
I'm very optimistic about the future for my restaurant.
Optimistic because Barclay is now in talks to open another location at New York's JFK Airport. And along the way, she's getting creative.
So we have chicken, po' boy, lobster mac and cheese, and oxtail
Egg roll.
I will gladly do the honor of trying the oxtail egg roll. A little drizzle.
Barclay is proud to be part of New York City's Black Restaurant Week.
I like that.
Which coincides with the Juneteenth holiday.
This is the macaroni and cheese.
Lobster mac and cheese.
This is delicious.
The dishes we tried are from her special Juneteenth-inspired menu.
So the shrimp po' boy. I like that with the pickle, a little sweet, a little tangy. Give us a little history lesson for people who hear Juneteenth, but then they're like, wait, but she's from Guyana, that's South America.
We also had slavery, so there is a connection between the Caribbean Americans and the Black Americans. We share the same legacy as a people.
Warren Luckett created Black Restaurant Week 8 years ago in Texas, where the Juneteenth holiday originates.
It became an annual celebration, and that's really where food becomes that beautiful part of Juneteenth. We want folks from all walks of life to be able to name their favorite Black-owned restaurant the same way they can name their favorite sushi restaurant, favorite Italian restaurant in town.
Barclay is confident she will be one of those favorites once diners get a taste of her food.
Have people ever asked you, why now?
To answer that question, I would say it's never too late to start.
For CBS Mornings, I'm Jericka Duncan in Brooklyn, New York.
Brooklyn, Tony, Brooklyn.
Everything's in Brooklyn, Tony.
Brooklyn, we got lobster mac and cheese.
Tony lives in Brooklyn. I kept looking at that pineapple upside down
Ooh,
cake,
I know.
wishing that they would cut that open because I
Yeah.
love pineapple upside down
You
cake.
can get it in Brooklyn.
Yes.
That's right.
Yes.
We'll
Worth the
see you
trip.
there.